Hey everybody, come on in. I'm having trouble with getting my camera situated just so it's, let's just say I can't get the angle right. Let me move it. Let's see if I move it over here, if this will do better. Sorry, it's shaky, y'all. See if this will do a little better. Keeps falling on me. There's a plane overhead. Oh well, it is what it is. That's a loud little plane. Yeah, it's a sunny day in the neighborhood, and it's so pleasant out, so I thought I'd come out here. This morning, well, we'll wait for everybody to get in. There's my son. Yep, there's my son. So, y'all, we're out of tea. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's happened. And it was one of those things that Leanne and I wanted to try, and it seems to have been a great success, folks. Seems to have been a wonderful success. So we will be ordering more tea, and we're going to pull the trigger on the decaf. So those of you who wanted decaf, you're going to get the decaf. So folks, saddle up. Join us with our tea time. Yeah, planting's a good thing today. The woodpeckers are at it. And I came out here because there's a white squirrel on my porch. But I scared it away when I came out here. There was a white squirrel out here. A white squirrel. So, folks, oh my, it's loud. What tree is it on? I'm trying to find it. Robert's going to go out and do some chainsawing. He-Man work. So this morning at 4:30 in the morning, I woke up. You know, we all have to get up and go potty. You know, that's just how it is. And I was thinking, I usually, here's the way I get up in the middle of the night. I sit up on the side of the bed, and I let my equilibrium get right, because you don't want to walk like a drunken sailor and trip over something going to the bathroom with no lights on. I always flip on the back light of the house. Oh, y'all, my flame azalea is just popping right now. I don't know if I can show it to you, if it'll show up in there. I have this little tiny stand. Anyway, yeah, we do have a lot of them in Brevard. And I woke up and sat on the side of the bed and sort of, kept myself from being dizzy. And I'm thinking, I wonder what Pastor Andrew's sermon is for tomorrow, for Sunday. Because, well, he does it in the wee hours of the morning on Sunday morning, because he preaches to 7 different churches in Tanzania. And he does it remotely from Pittsburgh, which is kind of what we do. We're talking to you, and there are people from all over the world on this little show. And then all of a sudden, I just heard, just as clear as somebody talking to me, this phrase. And I couldn't wait to get to the bathroom to write it down, because I keep a book in the bathroom, and I write things down from the midnight editor when things come to me in the middle of the night. And what I wrote down was refusing the lifeboat. That's what I wrote down. Refusing the lifeboat. And I didn't know why I wrote that down. So this morning I sent him a messenger little text. I said, "What's the text of your sermon for Sunday?" And I said, I asked a question myself in the middle of the night. I wonder what your sermon is. And I heard refusing the lifeboat. And he said, well, my sermon is based on Matthew. I don't have the verse in my head, but it's where Jesus walked out to the disciples and he walked on water. And Peter got out of the boat and came to him, but then he lost faith and he fell. He said, that's what my sermon is on. And he said, well, I just feel like I've gotten, confirmation that this is what I'm supposed to preach about, because so many people have been depressed and saddened by this lockdown. And so I decided I'm going to preach about it too because it's such a good topic. We've all been, and I'm in a sunbeam again. Let's see if I can move here. There, that's a little better. We've all been in our own little lifeboat. We're in our lifeboats. Our homes are our lifeboats. And we've been working hard in our homes over the last few weeks. And the fact that we've done what we've been told to do. We've stayed in our lifeboats. We have cleaned our lifeboats. We've polished all the silver. We have cooked meals. Last night was Leanne's first time to eat out. And she and I went to this Thai restaurant and got takeout. And we came here, and right here on this picnic table, we had dinner. We had a wonderful dinner. Now, we all passed it around and just had a good time. But we had dinner together. She ventured out of her house. She's been at home more than I have. And I've only been out like 4 times in the last 2 months. So we've been in our little lifeboats. We've been here. We've been doing what's right. But there comes a time when we have to step out in faith. We have to step out in faith, knowing that we have the tools that it's going to take to keep us safe. I mean, my grandson is going off to work at camp this summer. He's going today. And I said, Justin, does he have some N95 mask? Does he have some other mask? Because he's a musician. And that's one of the reasons they wanted him at camp, because he's always got his guitar and his mandolin and he does things. So he's going to have to be in quarantine for 2 weeks before he can be around other. But they've been good at home too. So we've all been doing what's right. But there comes a time that we need to take the skills that we've been practicing. Washing our hands, social distancing. I mean, we're all getting out of our cars at this takeout place yesterday. And I looked at this other lady, and I had my little denim mask on, and she's putting hers on. I said, we got to suit up. Yep, we got to suit up like we're going to the moon. We got to suit up. We're suited up. We're ready to go. And it's time that we did it in a thoughtful, as Leanne says, be mindful of what you're doing and take the necessary precautions. I have hand sanitizer in my car. I have a mask in my car. I have rubber gloves if I'm going to pump gas in my car. And I have everything I need. My car is a rolling safety net. So I've decided that I'm going to refuse the lifeboat. Yep. My lifeboat, I'm going to still be home doing like I always do. Taking care of myself. I am a long time follower of distancing anyway, except when I'm around a flybaby. I want a hug. And it is, I'm wiping down my car, I have my little pink rags with me in a Ziploc bag, and I can wipe everything down. So the lifeboat days, we can still circle the wagons. This is what we talked about doing early on in this pandemic. We talked about circling the wagons and staying home and doing what we needed to do to keep the curve flattened. The curve is flattened, y'all. We've done it. And it's time for us to come out of the lifeboat like Peter did. Peter stepped out of the lifeboat in faith, knowing that Christ was there to help him. And then his faith kind of wandered a little bit and he started to sink. And he asked the Lord to save him. And Jesus reached out his hand and lifted him up. But the one thing about this passage in the Bible that I thought was quite interesting is that before Jesus decided to walk out and meet the disciples in the boat, he had been preaching and he had sent the crowds away, and he went into the mountain to pray all on his own, to quiet himself, to pray to his Father. And he was circling the wagons at that time. He had to lift himself up. And then he had no doubt. Instead of motioning, because there was a storm out on the sea, and he didn't even presume that he couldn't walk on the water. He just did it. Now, my granny always had a saying. She had a wonderful saying. And it was, pretty is as pretty does. Now think about it. Pretty is as pretty does. And our actions speak louder than our words. Oh, Peter could have said, "Oh, Jesus, I know you can walk on water. I can see you out there." Well, they were afraid he was a ghost or something. But Peter took it one more step. He stepped over the side of the boat and walked out to the Lord. His actions. So pretty is as pretty does. Those actions of Peter showed his faith. Now, even though his faith wavered a little bit, he still took that first step in faith. Now, what does that have to do with fly babies? Let me tell you. I'm here. I am right here. I'm talking to you every day. Every single day. And my hand is right here, reaching out to you. But if you don't take it, if you don't start shining your sink, getting dressed to lace up shoes, putting something in your crock pot for dinner, if you don't take it, if you don't step out in faith, you're missing the boat, pretty much. Because we're here. Leanne and I are here. Patty, Liz, Justin, everybody is here. And we're here to help you. We're here to help you. But if you don't go shine your sink, if you don't swish and swipe your bathroom, if you don't do these things, then you have no faith that it's going to work. No faith. We have thousands and thousands, probably hundreds of thousands. We have hundreds of thousands of people just on Facebook. Just on Facebook. That see that I'm on. But do they click and listen? No. They don't have time right now. Well, who's got more time than right now? All of us have a lot of time. So step out in faith. Step out of the lifeboat. And let's get some things done. Go shine your sink. Yep, go shine your sink. Get dressed to lace up shoes. I know it's Saturday morning and you don't want to get dressed, and you want to stay in your jammies all day. No, don't do that. It's beautiful out. I have a sunbeam hitting me and I feel warm and snuggly, and I'm outside listening to my birds, and I'm watching a little spider right here who has built a little web. It's just happened as I'm sitting here, because I just brought this stand out here from inside, and that spider wasn't in my house. So stepping out in faith is going to change everything. Knowing that shiny sink is going to be the beginning. Start today, Candy. Start today. Today is Family Fun Day. You can go have fun because Fly Lady said so. You can do it. Hey, cleaning a tub and shower, that's a good start. Oh, my hair's kind of dirty right now, but thank you very much. I did blow dry it a little bit so it wasn't sticking up, and I did spray it so it wouldn't get in my eyes. But you have to take the first step. I'm here showing you the way. We're all showing you the way. Everybody that's in this chat is showing you the way. Everybody that's commenting is showing you the way. But if you don't reach out and take that first step, I have a little plaque that I got at Joel Osteen's gift store in Houston. And the plaque says, it's a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. And it said, "You don't have to see the top of the staircase to take the first step." You don't have to see the top of the staircase. And we quote Dr. King every January, but you got to take that first, you got to step over the edge. Go shine your sink. Get dressed to lace up shoes. Put a load of laundry in the wash machine. It's just that simple. We're here. We are here. But if you stay in your little cocoon and you don't step out of that lifeboat, you're never going to know the joy that comes from having a house that's always company ready, that your friends can come over without a moment's notice, and you have a dinner on the back porch. All I did was pull out some red checkered tablecloths and set my red dishes on the table. And we had a lovely dinner. We sat out on here on the porch and watched the sun go down. So you're not going to know this joy unless you step out in faith, knowing that it's going to come together, and it will come together because you believe it's going to happen. It really will work. You have to step out. You have to step out. What if Peter had never stepped out of the boat? You know, that first step of faith is a powerful one. I wear a little charm bracelet. It's not a real charm bracelet, but it's my prayer bracelet. And I have 2 mustard seeds on there. 2 mustard seeds. And the Bible teaches about the faith of a mustard seed could move a mountain. If someone knows where that verse comes from, put it in here, because I don't even know what book it comes out of, but I know the verse. I know the verse in my heart. I have one for Ben and one for Dina. And faith of a mustard seed. Just that much faith. I planted a handful of mustard seeds in my front flower garden. a couple of weeks ago. They're coming up. And I'm going to have a mustard salad before summer's over with. I really am. So take that little bit of faith. I'm reaching out to you, but unless you get up off the couch and take a step toward that kitchen sink to shine it, take a step toward your bathroom to get dressed to lace up shoes, unless you do that, you're going to be stuck sitting there thinking, this isn't going to work, because you've willed it not to work. But you've got to get up off your bottom and do something. As my granny said, pretty is as pretty does. So get up and do something today. Don't wait for something to move you to do it. You've got the muscles to get up and do it. You can do it. And your home is going to be a reflection of what's going on here. You know, somebody asked me one time, which came first, the chicken or the egg? And what they were asking is, you know, I've been depressed. Did my house depress me? Or because I was depressed, did my house fall apart? It doesn't matter. Don't look back. We have to start someplace. That's why we go shine our sink. Shine your sink can make the difference in how your kitchen looks. This morning, I was busy with Leanne and Justin on the phone, and Robert got up and he emptied the dishwasher. Leanne and I put all the dishes in the dishwasher last night and ran it, and it was all clean this morning. So Robert's arm isn't broke, so he emptied the dishwasher while I was working. I hear a little tiny bird. Anyway, folks, are you going to get out of the boat? Are you going to get out of the boat today? And do the things that you need to get done? We can do it. Where's Robert? Here's Tulip. She had to come see us. Robert's down cutting a tree. I can hear it. Mustard seed faith is all it takes. Just a little bit. Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water with Christ. Get out of the boat and walk on the water with us. We do it every day. We get up and do the same thing. Make your bed, get dressed to lace up shoes, swish and swipe your bathroom while you're in there, take a load of laundry to the wash machine and get it going. Go empty the dishwasher, even though it's teamwork. You go empty the dishwasher and you get some breakfast and you sit down and start your day with a little meditation. Mine was listening to the Holy Spirit. I call it God breezes. And started putting this whole idea together that I'm here. Reach out. Take that first step in faith, knowing your house can become the place you want it to be. It can. When you let go of your perfectionism, you can take that first step. That's all it takes. Well, folks, that's my sermon for today. I didn't know I was going to preach this morning, but I kept this notebook in my bathroom. And I got up this morning and walked in my bathroom, and there in big black Sharpie is refusing the lifeboat. Refusing the lifeboat. Are you sitting there right now watching me refusing to get up? Are you refusing to take that first step? Sun has hit me just right again. So get up and let's get some things done. And then as a reward, let's go make some memories with our family. Let's get out there. Maybe have a fire tonight and roast some marshmallows, make pizzas. You can have some fun. I hear children playing somewhere. Yeah, I hear children in the distance. Uh-oh, I have a wet dog. She's been in the pond. Well, step out in faith. Listen to your God breezes. Something brought you here today. Well, I don't have the song in front of me, but I don't have any music out here. I should have the iPod ready to go all the time to come out and play music. But the birds are singing to us. I love you all, and there's going to be a spider walk across the camera, I guarantee you. Here it comes. Here it comes. Well, it's walking across my screen right now. You can't see it. It's made a nice little web. Woodpecker's working overtime. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. That's tea time. Those of you who have the tea, there's Ben. Good morning. Say hi to Ben, everybody. Ben likes the birds too. He sits out on his back deck and watches his birds in the morning. One day a white squirrel come behind me and y'all are going to be so shocked. So sweet. I hate spiders. Yep, it's a little bitty one. Something fell over there. Tulip's getting her wet belly rubbed. The woodpeckers love our house, but they're not pecking our house because we feed them. We feed them. If you see the little wooden, let me pull my finger to it. That right there is a wooden bird feeder. Leanne gave me one many years ago, and it wore out because the birds love it. And Robert has learned how to make them himself. And Ben has one of them. And right here behind me, let me do it right there. That's a bird. That's water. And then that's a big bird feeder. And then we have a whole bunch of bird feeders right there. Let me see if I can show you those. I have a whole wall of bird feeders. The red one is a hummingbird feeder right there. That's a hummingbird feeder. And this regular feeder and then a thistle feeder. Can't figure out how to do it. That is a thistle feeder. Well, y'all have a great rest of the day. I love you all. Take that first step. You can do it. Bye.